Hello everyone, and welcome to This Week on OWCS Korea. So this week just wrapped up. I was busy for a few days, so this one's going to be slightly later than I hope I will be consistently posting, but what an interesting week. I will tell you that much. My expectations going into OWCS Korea was a lot different than what happened. So, first of all, Zan's side is like not great. Yeah, I thought they were gonna play a lot better. I thought they were gonna be pretty good. I thought they would be a solid fifth seed, just solid fifth seed, and they were not. They were not. They it didn't look good. They lost 3-0 to O2 Blast, but whatever. Bad start. Maybe they'll pick it up later. One thing, this was the best week of all time for Shanghai Dragons fans. Oh my god. Stuff that's happened for referencing the Shanghai Dragons. First and foremost, this a while ago, but Izayaki came back to be an assistant coach for Crazy Raccoon, who went 2-0 us this week against at least a decent team. So that's an amazing start. Secondly, Void and Fate both come back, and then in the first game of the week, you get to see them face off. It was sick. I love both of them so much, and it was just a great game to watch. And Fleta came back in the crazy. No, it was T1 versus Superbad. The third map, he came back on on main support, which was definitely interesting. But man, what a great week for Shanghai. And Lip is back. Lip is finally back playing in the roster. He looks pretty all right. Obviously, he's a little bit rusty for not playing for a full split, but that is nice to see as well. And now we can review the games and how they played. OG Blast look amazing to start out with a clean 2-0 against some worse teams. They have not faced any of the top four. They will face Zeta and T1 next week, which is going to be tough. But we will see how they go because I don't think we've ever seen a team coming out of the promotion stage look this good this quickly. Fate has not lost anything, and his ball is insane. So that's very good. Second, and then on the other side, Zan's side, they looked a little shaky. Oh wait, I'm not done with O2, sorry. First time doing this. O2's support line they're okay. They're very serviceable. They do the job, but you won't expect like a Cho-Rong or they are not going to go out and make plays for you. But they will be a very solid backline that can just really hold the game down when you need it to. On the other hand, this DPS line looks insane. Wutian is wild. His champion pool is so flexible. We saw the Tracer, he looks super good on it. His Pharaoh's really good. Like, it's really good, like, stuff from him. I don't know if he's a rookie or not, but either way, he's super solid. And Per looks insane too. Like, he was carrying. Like, those two are the two to look out for. They were both like carrying games, and it was super nice to see some new talent in the Korea stage because we've seen a lot of recycled talent for a while now. The next game was Falcons versus Crazy Raccoon, and we were expecting a giga banger. It was not. Crazy Raccoon just kind of dominated from the jump. Like, there was nothing crazy. The only things is obviously Lift is back. He looked all right. It looks like they, I don't know. They're, I always expect their tank line to be geared towards Junbin more because he's just better. He's probably like the best player since OWCS like started. because he is wild, and they just don't play him that much. But Max played an extremely solid game. He got MVP. He locked it down. He did what he did, and it's a big improvement. It's really nice to see from him. Then the game of maybe the year so far, T1 versus Zeta. This game was the most insane game I have ever watched. They played every single character, and this one game makes me think that the meta is wide open right now because it was insane. They played literally every single character they could find. I saw Onron, I saw Bastion, no cat, Bastion with cat. I saw Wu Young in there. Like just a bunch of random characters, and it was incredible to watch. It was genuinely go watch this game. But what I'm seeing is that this meta is slightly geared towards hit scan players. I've seen recently hit scans dominating a lot of the meta. Like, if you're getting carried by one player, it's probably your hit scan. And so that's going to be very interesting to see. T1 have Proud, he was just insane that game, and insane in the other game too. Just like, look out for him. He is very scary. And then the rest of the week was pretty boring, I'm going to admit. The only kind of crazy thing was Cheeseburger beat Poker Face, which people are expecting Poker Face to be really good. They don't look great, I'm gonna be honest. But all the other games were 3-0s. Cheeseburger beat Poker Face, T1 beat Superbad. Falcons beat Zanside, and then Blast beat Superbad, Zeta beat Cheeseburger, and Crazy Raccoon beat Poker Face. So those were all expected. Maybe Cheeseburger and Poker Face were gonna do something, but in all honesty, they weren't. It was just a very like clean sweep. I didn't see anything too crazy. Like, next week is going to be very interesting because we're going to see if the solidified top 4 teams will budge at all to the bottom 4 teams because, yeah. If you're trying to get like a ranking of some kind, I would say, well, which one would I go? I think Superbad look the worst right now. It's very difficult to say what exactly, but they just don't have a handle on anything. They barely squeaked in. Like, and the meta's not really gifting towards them as much as you would hope. Next is sorry. I would say it's Poker Face. Poker Face do not look good. Like, I just don't know what they're doing. Like, it's very clearly that the talent is slightly less, but Kane does look super solid, so hopefully, like, he can get a carry win or two, but, like, do not expect anything from them. Too much, at least. Next, I would put Cheeseburger. I think, yes, getting a win over Poker Face was, like, really solid and wasn't expected, at least from me. Their team does look good right now. I still think Zanside will be better, and I think they just matched up to really good opponents. And then after that is Zanside. Like, they didn't look great, obviously, but I trust Kilo looked pretty solid. I mean, Void needs some catching up to do. Out of everyone, he was kind of my most disappointing player. He didn't look real solid, which was sad to see. But like, hopefully, hopefully they get better. It'll be a very interesting match between O2 and some playoff scenarios there. And then next, I would still put O2. I think O2 Blast looked super solid. They're 6-0 right now. But they did not match up into the greatest talent. Obviously, Zansides was expected to be really good, but We will see. If next week they, take some games or even beat a top four team, and I mean, you got to rank them higher. But until they prove that, I'm not comfortable ranking them in the top four because the top four has been solidified for so long. Now it's really difficult to mark um, where you put the top four teams. I will solemnly say that I believe that T1 is the best team right now. Obviously, Crazy Raccoon are 6-0 and T1 are 6-2, but I trust T1 right now. They're peaking when they need to peak. I mean, Proud is just the most insane player I saw this week. Like, he is insane. On top of that, Lip is Zest is looking super solid as usual. I like he's good. Donghack's still improving somehow. Like he's a very solid tank. I don't see why they would need to bring Jasmine in. And not what I think on paper the worst thing about T1 is their support line. But Bliss is a super solid support. Like he's a very lockdown. He doesn't make a lot of plays. And then Skewed is insane, dude. Like Skewed is so good. He makes so many plays, and he's genuinely a carry for T1. After that, I would have to put Zeta. Obviously, I am a Zeta fan, but they. Oh wait, wrong way. T1's number one. After that, I would have to put Crazy Raccoon. Crazy Raccoon looks super solid right now. Max is improving. The team is clicking together, and then they bring a player like Lip back into a lineup where you need hit scans. So they look super solid unless something like poor happens where Lip starts playing poorly or anything like that. I think they're going to be a solid 2 or 1 team this split. 3, I have to put Zeta. Obviously, I love Zeta, my team, but they didn't look good against T1. They were really just throwing. They have not found a meta that suits them yet. They very clearly depend heavily on that Jetpack Cat Bastion comp because there were times where they were just getting fried and they tried to bring it back out and it didn't work. So this meta might not suit them this much this split, but we will have to see where it goes. And then 4th, I have Falcons. They didn't look too great, but Spine is a very clean addition to the team, and I like to see that out of them. Very clearly, it was just we'll see what they do with the meta. Obviously, like Merritt's a very good hit scan. We'll see how he can play. I think Spine replacing Checkmate is a slight upgrade. Like I've never been the biggest Checkmate fan, and Spine just looks really good. And obviously, that support line is still solid as ever. One thing you have to watch out for is maybe getting a tank soon, because someone is washed. Someone is super washed. Like, it don't look good. And Hanbin can, Hanbin can play it, and he still plays good. But Hanbin has always had a very specific hero pool, and Ball is not in that hero pool. So they might need to find someone to play the Ball. They might need to move on from him eventually, but I do not believe that will be this split. So that is my overall review. I can give my predictions real quick for next week, just because, start out, I think Cheeseburger will beat Superbad pretty handedly 3-0. I don't think Superbad will do anything this week. Next, I think it's OWCS versus Zeta. I think Zeta will come back here because yes, they beat Cheeseburger, but I think Zeta will come back even stronger. I think it'll be a solid 3-0, maybe 3-1 for Zeta in that fashion. Obviously, Crazy Raccoon looks super good. Zanside do not. I think Crazy Raccoon 3-0's that. The next week, also pretty boring. I think Falcons 3-0's Poker Face. I think T1 3-0's O2 Blast. And I think Zeta 3-0 Superbad. Those are all pretty solid. I mean, O2 Blast is a good team, but they're facing T1. T1 look way too good right now. This third week might be interesting. because it's Zanside versus Poker Face, and maybe Poker can pull out the upset. But I do think Zanside will win this 3-1. I think it's closer than all the other games, but not by much. And then it's Crazy Raccoon versus Cheeseburger. I think Crazy Raccoon will sweep this 3-0. And then the final game is T1 versus Falcons, which is the only interesting game of this week. And I believe T1 will take it 3-1. I think Falcons could put up a slight fight, but T1 looks super strong right now. I think they will continue their win streak. And yeah. So that will be it for this weekly review. I will start branching out to other esports when I can. But so far, this is the only thing I've been really paying attention to. So, I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.